Well, you know, we are counting down here. Spring break is just around the corner, and for many, of course, that means heading towards some sun, some warmer weather. But for kids and families that will have a staycation, we found a destination that mixes animals and household objects in a different kind of hands-on way.
Yeah, so even if you are going away, you're going to have to put this on your must-see list. To find out more about how a chameleon changes colors and how a squid actually swims, we sent our grandma on the go and her grandson Case on a biomechanical safari. Take a look.
I'll tell you what, since the time this guy was born 10 years ago, all we've been hearing are questions. How does this work, Grandma? What about that? Why? And so today we came to the Grand Rapids Public Museum to find out some answers in a really cool new exhibit. Why don't you tell us about this place?
Sure. Well, welcome to the Robot Zoo. In this exhibit, we have 8 larger-than-life robotic animals. All of them move, and some you can manipulate, which is really fun. And they're all made out of some common household items, like this grasshopper behind us here. You'll see some big springs, some Christmas lights. Some of them have vacuum cleaners, some of them have microphones, TV screens, and so a lot of recognizable parts and pieces showing how real animals work.
It's a real robot zoo.
It really is.
So tell us what the idea is behind it, not just so they can see cool stuff, but really learn key principles.
This exhibit is all about learning the anatomy and physiology of animals, the biology, through the biomechanics of complex robot animals.
What I really love is that it sparks kids' curiosity. I just see Case looking at things constantly. He was just hanging from a bar a minute ago to try to act like a bat.
This exhibit is very hands-on, and the hands-on aspect really encourages that learning. There are over 20 interactives in the exhibit that really give people a chance to, you know, I see how this robot's working, and now I can test it out for myself.
Cool. Why don't you give us 2 unique examples?
Sure. My favorite here is the chameleon. I love how you're able to make it move. I love how you're able to make its tongue jump out and catch its food, but my favorite part are the chameleon's eyes. They are completely separate, move separate from one another, and send different signals to the brain. Each one has a different camera in it, so you can move it around and point at your family and friends in the exhibit and see yourself up on a screen.
That sounds great. Time to get hands-on. Let's let Case play.
Perfect.
Look, like the blood is pumping in and out. This is like the muscles of the real animal, like the legs of the grasshopper.
Look at this. Bellows for breathing and propulsion. What do we call those in us? What do you call what you breathe with?
Lungs.
That's right. What's he doing with his hands?
Ants. I still have ants.
What are those?
Those are ears.
Checking in with Christy now. You have another favorite right inside this exhibit.
Yeah, so my favorite is actually the housefly, which most people would think, why would that be? But he's really fun to look at, as well as he has a lot of interesting parts. The vacuum cleaner for the snout really shows kids a household product and how it's used in an animal. And so we all know how a vacuum cleaner works, right?
Right.
And so looking at it, you can now see how a fly would suck up through the vacuum, his snout, and be able to eat his food, like the piece of cheese he's on here.
That is crazy interesting. Kids are going to love that.
Yes, and it's so familiar and it's so easy to understand that it's great for all kids.
Absolutely. What's your second favorite?
My second favorite here is the platypus.